Guys, my lilies are coming in. I just got home from taking Chaz to the bus stop so he can get to school. My lilies are coming in. Oh, that's going to be a good color because that color is right here. And then look at that one. It sprouted, you know, bloomed, whatever you want to call it. Bloomed all the way open. Took trash, now we're at the recycling facility.
Chaz, integrity.
Time to get gas. Hi.
Gas is 20 cents cheaper on everybody.
20 cents cheaper on the other one? Huh. Got that gas. And then across there, if I could find the sign, I don't think I could see the sign. I don't know if you can see it, but it's $2.79 on the one across the street. $2.99 here. It is so crazy. Price gouge. It is a very rainy and windy day, but I still want to check my garden. So let's head out there in this rain. Don't look good in the sky at all. The wind is just a blowing. Still need to replace the flag. Picked up just a small pool for the boys on the trampoline because the other one broke. Little cheapy one there. But let's head out here and see what we have. I'm not gonna go in because I don't want to open it and have to, you know, unlock it, open it, put it back, lock it back. I don't know how bad it's gonna rain. Just checking out, make sure everything is fine. Still have berries. More coming in. All right. Everything's doing good. Everything's growing the way it's supposed to be. Look at those. Even bigger than the other day's video. Yeah. I think we'll be fine this year for garden. Well, I hope and pray we are anyway. Jeff put some barbed wire through here. I think we've been getting a rodent in the garden, but set up Scarlett's little horseshoes. Got some water guns. All right, I think that about does it. Oh, picked up Scarlett some of these fruits that she can cut in half with her little plastic fake knife. And a little lawn chair for her. Was put in her, you know, little house. And there's the basketball hoop that we picked up yesterday from somebody that Jeff used to work with. A little dirty, just needs to be cleaned up. That's about it. If this is your first time stopping by, my name is Jessica. And on my channel today, I'm going to do a little bit of a very easy throw together recipe. It's almost time to go grocery shopping, not just yet. So I am trying to use up things that are in my pantry, and I'm going to show you a pantry meal. All right, for this recipe, I'm going to start out with my potatoes, and they are just regular day-to-day potatoes, I'd say. Smarter Potato Company is who they're by, russet potatoes. And I'm going to give them a quick peel. So now I'm going to chop these up to a bite size, maybe a little bit smaller than a bite size. All right, it's time to give these a quick rinse. Oops. Back into this bowl. And that's the amount of potatoes I'm going to use for this recipe. All right, on to the next step. I'll show you what I'm going to use as I'm opening them and dumping them in. So I've got some whole kernel corn, and I've got two different types. I don't know if you guys can see. I can't find the power cord to my ring light, so this will do. I'm going to open each of these. I'm not going to rinse any of these off. Just going to dump them straight into the pan. Dump all my corn in first. Everything I'm using is from the pantry. Kind of like a, I don't know how you call it, maybe like an emergency meal, you know, if I run out of stuff that's fresh or frozen, things like that. I don't use many pantry items unless I have to. Vegetarian beans. Again, not going to rinse. Straight into the pan. Pot. Whatever you want to call it. I got 2 cans of those. Then I've got some dark red kidney beans. I only have 1 can of those. So these I'm going to drain and rinse because they have like a oily consistency. While those are rinsing, I'm going to open my black beans because these have to rinse too. I don't like the oil on the top. So these are getting rinsed. We got 3 cans of black beans. This is going to be a protein-packed meal for sure. And as you guys seen, we do recycle, so all these cans will be going to the recycling facility here in town. Huh. All right, let's get these beans nice and rinsed off. You can use bagged beans, but I have so many canned goods my mom brought me that need to be eaten up, for one. And like I said, it's kind of towards that end of time before I go grocery shopping. So we're pretty limited on things. And if you know or if you don't know, I have to feed 7 people daily. So it's a very good, massive, quick, delicious recipe. All right, so while that water is continuing to drain off of those beans, I'm going to add in some diced tomatoes. Whoop, and I'm making a mess. Oh well. Diced tomatoes are going to go in the pan. 2 cans of those so far. Just depends on what it looks like as I'm cooking, because everybody loves, not everybody loves, let me back that up. A lot of people in my household love tomatoes. So the beans are done rinsing. Dump those straight into the pot. Get my potatoes that are peeled and chopped. Throw those right into the pot. All right, I'm going to turn my burner on to kind of like a medium high, so a 6, 7 on my stove. And give it a good stir. Make sure I'm grabbing everything off of the bottom. Time to add a little bit of water to our mixture. Just do this by eye. Don't want it crazy soupy. Give it a stir. Now I need to add some seasonings to this. Maybe some coriander, ground coriander, some curry powder. If I could talk today. And some bay leaves. So I'm going to use the McCormick brand. Some curry. Love the smell of curry. No, not really. Ground coriander, just a little bit, not as much as I did the curry. And I'm going to throw in 2 bay leaves. I think that'll be enough. If I can get them out of this little bottle here. Oh, I'm breaking them. 1, 2. Anybody remember that commercial? How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop with that owl? You remember that, James? All right, just going to give this a bit of a stir. You can add garlic to this. You know, chopped garlic, minced garlic, whichever. I'm going to stay with my dried seasonings. Get some Himalayan pink salt, because that's what I have and that's what I like. Quite a bit of salt. And go in with some pepper. Ground pepper. You can use peppercorn if you want, but I don't really care for peppercorn. And let's see, where's all my big seasonings at? Because we're going to add some brown gravy here in a minute. Some powdered brown gravy. Well, not Not yet. I'm going to wait until the end. Onion powder. Member's Mark. Onion powder. Quite a bit of that. I did not put chopped onions in here. Let's see. Where is my garlic? Do I have garlic or am I out? I don't know. What is this? No. Guys, I think I'm out of garlic. That's all right. Not a big deal. All right, so seasoning wise, I think this will be it. Besides, towards the end, I'm going to put a couple more things with this, or maybe one more. No, two more things with this. But I'm not ready to make those yet. But I think I'll be ready when I come back to you guys on camera to make the other two things that I'm going to put with this. Both pantry items. All right, so this is what it's looking like right now. I'm going to take, because I want this a thick meal, some brown gravy. And this will add even more flavor to it. Just kind of get her in there. Like that. You want quite a bit in here because there's quite a bit of liquid. All right, I think that'll be good enough. Let's give it a stir. And this will thicken up. It's already thickening up. We'll let this continue on low. It's already on low-ish, but I'm gonna put it on 1, kind of like the simmer state of cooking. Oh, it smells so good though. On to the next task. I'm gonna take some of this minute rice, put it in my pot. I'm not gonna rinse this rice, and I'm just eyeballing it. And then taking it and putting some water in there. Just to where it's above the rice. That'll do. Not above the rice, I guess. It just moving around like a thin soup, then that's enough water for me. I need to switch this pot to the other burner over here because the left burner is my favorite burner. I feel like it cooks better. Turn this on. Back down to 1. Barely a flame. And then on this one, I'm gonna put the rice on and turn it up to about 6 and let it cook. All right, on to the next step. I'm gonna take Red Lobster Cheddar Bay biscuit mix and make some biscuits for dinner. All right, first off, I'm gonna open one bag here. I buy this biscuit mix in bulk. I'm gonna just start out with 1 package. See how much water I gotta put in this. 3/4 cup of cold water. And let's see how much cheddar cheese. A 1/2 cup of cheddar cheese. Let me find my measuring cup. And I'm actually going to do 3/4 cup of cheese. You can use sharp cheddar. It says sharp cheddar, but This is what I have, Colby Jack, so this is what I'm going to use. And instead of a half a cup of cheese, like I said, I'm going to use 3/4 cup of cheese. Put it all in the same bowl. And then my hand mixer back here. Put this real quick. It's just from Hamilton Beach. I think the attachments are might be in here in my drawer. Yeah, let me see. We need 2 attachments. Here it is. Turn this water off. I don't want the whisk attachment because I think they'll break with this, but see if I can make a mess. Alright, so I think I need to double this batch. That is nowhere near enough. I'm going to open another bag here. Do the same thing I just did. Trying not to make a mess, but you know me. I'm going to do another 3/4 cup of cheese. I just turned down my burner on my rice cooking. Usually it bursts. There's a quick mix or whatever. I'm not going to pick my beaters up at all because I will make a very, very big mess. Just about done. All right, there we go. That's how it's supposed to be. So I'm just going to take and scoop a spoonful, slide it onto my cooking sheet. First pan of biscuits. Alright, second pan of biscuits. I ran out of parchment paper, so I'm just using aluminum foil right now. The last one might run together with the other ones, but not a big deal. Just don't want to have a whole nother pan of biscuits to cook. Oop, it's got some on my floor. Alright, into the oven they go. I have my oven set at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, which I think is roughly 160 degrees Celsius. I'm not 100% sure on that, but if you don't know the transition of Fahrenheit to Celsius, you can always use Google. Check on our rice here. Ooh, I think we're done. I'm going to turn this off. I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to stir it. This whole time it's been sitting in my pot. I turn the heat off. All the water's gone, so I'm going to let it sit there and finish cooking. And this is all done also, which works out really good because Chaz is getting ready to get off the bus. Didn't make too bad of a mess this time. I'm surprised. Usually I tear my kitchen up while baking. Even though that was a simple baking thing, simple thing to bake, I should say, I usually mess it up. Well, I don't mess it up. I just make a huge mess usually. I mean, a lot of people that's been watching me for a while know that I am extremely clumsy in the kitchen, in my own kitchen. Kind of because, you know, it's my kitchen and I don't really care as much as if I were to be at a job. Now, being at a job, I'm definitely 100% professional while making things and don't really goof off because that is the company and you represent that company. No needing and creating a bad name for them. We've got some mix on a cup. Yeah, so I've got water in this bowl that I had the mix in for my Red Lobster Cheddar Bay biscuits. Just gonna let that soak a little bit. You know, don't really need to. I just don't want to wash it right now. So putting water in it kind of makes me think in my head that I'm taking care of the mess the right way. So, all right, I'm gonna jump off here. Obviously, you're not gonna know it. I'll be back in like 1 second, but I need to run up and grab Chaz off of the bus. And then it'll be time to eat. All right, we are halfway through the baking process of these lovely biscuits. Just gotta wait a little longer. Almost time to eat dinner. All right, so I'm gonna add some brown gravy to my measuring cup thingamabobber here. I tasted it and I need more. And then we're gonna put some water in there. Don't have to be a whole lot. And then I'm gonna mix till most of or all of the gravy mix is dissolved. I did use hot water to mix this up. And then to the pan. Give it a good little stir. I did turn this off. I did add a little more salt. And I can eat this. Yes, I know it's loaded with salt, but it's healthier than most things. And I know my portion size that I can eat and can't eat. All right, that is thick now. See how that gravy is kind of sticking to the... Here, do it this way. It's still stuck to the spoon. I don't want it thick and clumpy, just thick enough. So for the biscuits, I got out my Frederick's Naturally Flavored Black Truffle Finishing Butter. And I'm telling you what, you have to get this. If you like butter that's flavorful, this is what you need. Black truffle butter. All right, time to plate Ethan's plate. How much you want?
Right there.
Right there? All right, come over here real quick. Get the goods. You want it on top of your rice?
No, right next to it. Right there.
More?
No.
All right, grab you a biscuit.
Every one of them will question you if you're in the wrong place.
All right, Chaz. Time for you. You gotta let me know. Is that enough, or do you want more?
A bit more.
Bit more. Right there?
Yep.
Move it to the side. Scooch over. Get some of this stuff for you. On top of it?
Yeah.
Is that enough?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Just get you a biscuit here. Do you want any butter on the biscuit?
No, because I'm going to crush my biscuit up.
You're going to crush it up? All right. So I'm going to lay it right there for you. All right?
Yep.
All right. Get your food. Something to eat with. Is she? Let's check Scarlett out. Are you playing in it? Are you playing in your food? Are you tired, baby? Oh, she got my phone. James has mozzarella sticks. He has mozzarella sticks and a biscuit. He don't eat the stuff that I made, so he picked this.
How much like?
You gonna make your own? Or you want me to make it?
Yes, I can.
All right, get your plate over here so I don't make a bit. You're gonna want this in the middle.
Okay.
Or in the big spot. Do you want the stuff over your rice or next to it?
Over it.
Okay.
What goes over it?
Yeah, this stuff in the back.
Yeah.
You want more rice?
Uh-huh. Okay.
That's good enough. You'll get really full of this because this is full of protein. This big old pot here. Come on, get your plate up here real quick. Not too close. I won't be able to put it on there. Do you want more?
A little bit more.
A little bit? Tell me when.
Okay.
All right. Grab you a biscuit. It looks so good.
I broke the tin.
It's okay. Do you want butter on the top?
Sure.
Okay. So we'll come over here real quick. Can you see? Sit it down real quick so I don't make a mess or break it. So this is called black truffle butter. Very, very flavorful. You could even put some in that if you wanted.
Should I join the
Nice. All right, there you go. All right, guys, that is the end of this video for today. Stay tuned. Stay tuned for the next one. Thank you for watching, subscribing, liking, and sharing. Thank you for helping my channel grow, and I'll see you on the next one.